Welcome to Life Facts. Let's discuss how you can memorize anything. Chunking. Chunking involves breaking down a large amount of information into smaller, more manageable groups or chunks. This makes it easier to remember and process. Remembering a 12-digit phone number, e.g., 555-789-1234, by chunking it into 3 groups: 555, 789, 1234. And memorizing a long string of letters, e.g., VQBG SCLO-PA, by grouping them into smaller chunks, VQB, GSK, LA, A. 2. Visualization. Visualization involves creating mental images to represent information. The more vivid and memorable the image, the easier it is to recall. Memorizing a shopping list by vividly picturing each item: a carton of milk pouring itself into your shopping cart, eggs hatching into little chickens, etc. Learning historical dates by creating a mental image that represents the event, such as imagining a miniature reenactment of the event. 3. Acronyms. Acronyms are words formed from the initial letters of a series of words. They are used to remember a list of items or concepts. For example, ROYGBIV is an acronym for the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. HOMES is an acronym for the Great Lakes: Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior. 4. Rhymes and mnemonics. Rhymes and mnemonic devices use memorable phrases or patterns to aid in remembering information. For example, 30 days hath September, April, June, and November, to remember the number of days in each of these months. My very educated mother just served us noodles, to recall the order of the planets in the solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. 5. Method of loci. The method of loci involves associating information with specific locations in a familiar place, like your home. You can try memorizing a shopping list by mentally placing each item in a room of your house and then mentally walking through the house to retrieve the items. Remembering a speech by visualizing yourself giving the speech in various rooms of your childhood home. 6. Flashcards. Flashcards are cards with a question or concept on one side and the answer on the other. They are used for active recall and self-quizzing. For example, creating flashcards with vocabulary words on one side and definitions on the other for language learning. Most importantly, using flashcards to memorize historical dates, with the date on one side and a brief description of the event on the other. 7. Storytelling. Storytelling involves creating a narrative or story that connects the information you want to remember. This narrative can make the information more engaging and memorable. For example, remembering a list of historical figures by creating a story where they interact with each other in a fictional scenario. For instance, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln having a conversation. You can also memorize a sequence of unrelated items, e.g., pencil, banana, car, by weaving them into a whimsical tale where a pencil writes a note that gets attached to a banana, which is then carried away by a car. 8. Mind mapping. Mind mapping involves creating visual diagrams that link concepts or ideas together. It helps organize information and improve memory retention. You can create a mind map for a research project, with the main topic in the center and branches for subtopics, supporting details, and references. And using a mind map to summarize the key points of a book, where the central topic branches out into chapters, characters, and themes. 9. The memory peg system. The memory peg system uses a pre-memorized list of pegs, such as numbers or letters, to associate with the information you want to remember. You memorize a grocery list by associating each item with a number peg, e.g., 1 is a loaf of bread, 2 is a carton of eggs, etc. And learning a list of historical events by associating them with letter pegs, e.g., A for the American Revolution, B for the Boston Tea Party, etc. 10. The link method. The link method involves creating mental links or associations between unrelated items to remember them in sequence. Memorizing a list of items like apple, shoe, tree, by creating a vivid mental image where you see an apple inside a shoe hanging from a tree. And learning a sequence of numbers, e.g., 7,536, by linking them to objects or actions. 7 heaven, 5 high five, 3 tricycle, 6 pickup sticks. 11. Dual coding. Dual coding combines visual and verbal information to enhance memory. It involves encoding information using both words and images. When learning new vocabulary words, associate each word with a visual image or scene that represents its meaning. And when studying for a history exam, create flashcards that include both a key fact, verbal, and an accompanying image, visual, related to the historical event. 12. Spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a study technique that involves revisiting and reviewing information at increasing intervals over time to optimize memory retention. For example, use spaced repetition software or apps like Anki to create digital flashcards that schedule reviews based on your performance. And when preparing for exams, create a study schedule that includes regular, spaced review sessions for the material you need to remember. Thanks for watching.